grabbing some grapes and a couple of oranges. Now we can go see what's behind the door. Can I ask him about the key? Does he know about the key?
Wow. Just wow. I hope you really enjoyed yourself up there. Had a cathartic experience. Because for the rest of us, that really sucked.
It's safe to say this is about your karaoke performance.
Sorry about that. I had something.
How can I forget about it? It was unforgettable. Another thing. Great.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, I can talk to him.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Whatever you said. Oh my god. I wasn't going to say the first thing. I met her up in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I asked her where we are, what city this is, maybe in what year, or something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
He knows I didn't remember being caught.
Okay, that's manageable.
That's it.
This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me is unprofessional.
All right. Yes. The door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the key.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Okay, we're gonna definitely need a flashlight. Okay, there's a pinball machine. A note, the spare key is tied to the bush outside. Well, that doesn't do me any good when it's locked behind the door. Five monies.
Over there, in the corner,
A pinball machine?
not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer to read the
Above
text.
the painting
Text.
of a moustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, Heroic
There, one
Gordy
step.
shall
Yeah, so you
return
can see.
and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
I'm pretty good with this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampoule? The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Trying to get his finger in his mouth. Sorry, hang on. You're okay. There you go. Okay. You're hungry again? Is that what this is?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid
There's so much fog, you
I'm
can
coming.
barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start
Hey.
slipping, disappearing into the
Hey.
milky nothingness.
Come here. Nice, gotcha. Ooh,
This
yeah.
can be navigated.
Here,
The
Mommy,
balls
get the
leave
food.
almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where you're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is
You okay?
something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
You okay? Yeah, it can be done, just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Now, if you can't even see it.
Aw.
The last goat plummets into the fog.
Okay, so if
with
I get
almost
more reaction
suicidal
speed, we can try that
glee.
again. Do you want more food? Do you want some food? There you go.
There goes nothing, finger boy. All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment, the lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
Diora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperaskit. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually.
Wanna play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now. Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
AKA Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
You don't seem to like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
Here you go. You know, if you tilt your head down, you can eat better. Is that better? How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring. As you do when you're a
there you
juvenile.
go. What?
It was not okay.
He looks like he
I
just
needed
shoved,
to become
like,
a pinball champion.
something
I
disgusting in
trained
his
for 9
mouth.
months. The job was successful and I was moved
Did I
on
get,
to
like,
the
orange
juvenile
juice on
wing
it or something?
to homicide.
There you go.
End of story.
Oh, God.
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball. It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi
Not
to
only
me.
to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look inside.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
How convenient.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
I wonder what the elevator was used
Seems
for.
like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Let's go. Tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Okay.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing them.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardies bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
It used to be the East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer. It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
They look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
Doesn't look like the old sold print we found at the hanging.
The
Or
size
the odd
looks about
sold.
the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Doesn't look like the worker's boots.
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Alright, let's get up then.
Everything
Oh,
around
he's
you
all
is
done.
quiet.
He's only drinking for like,
Prints
eating for like
crisscross
5
the
minutes at a
workshop
time or
floor.
something right now. It's kind of annoying, but... Oh, big stretch. Um... Oh, don't spit up. I'm trying to catch it. You okay? You want to try sitting up and see if that helps? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Actually, I want to see what do my maps need. Okay, volition. Especially what needs to be done in order to... Hand-eye coordination. I hate the scrolling in this so fucking much. Like, I don't know why it's this bad. I'm gonna do visual calculus, because why not? Oops. Hi. Ooh. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
Unless we veered off into a folded end dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class about this route. See how she reacts.
I mean, we know that we've seen her on the roof, so...
Folded end dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series in System.
Unbar the door.
Welcome to the roof.
How about does she even get up here?
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body. built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has.
They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
Oh, God.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to go out into grannies on your morning stroll.
Gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Yeah, what are you thinking about? No? He's got like, he's doing like the hand on his chin thing right now. Also, your foot has come out of your pajama feeds. That's not how you wear pajamas. It's how you wear pajamas? Oh, okay. Yeah. When I said that, he just smiled at me. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
A nice room you've got here?
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the Whirling Rise?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol.
Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Did you know that there's an elevator
I
now?
did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
There's a peephole looking into your
A
bedroom.
peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could just be a coincidence.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
It's an old pinball workshop. The room back there used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
I guess I have some idea who would make a hole.
Honestly, I have no clue.
No?
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Oh, there were tracks on the floor.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
What's your name for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. Like her accent, it sounds Oranese. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
What's your
Something
specialization?
stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is the literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head.
Baby
then
is not as
dissipates.
interested in Disco Elysium,
Something
but I'm
for
not
later.
surprised.
The record. So official.
They tell us you were assaulted.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
Not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
Were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Okay.
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Kind of partying the kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know this was possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved
A
at all?
little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
So it's almost sounding like the things that they were saying about him are false.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
While reporting the hanging, that was you.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting
Okay.
crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Okay. And in the process, you broke the line downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Don't mention it.
She must have had training of some kind.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too.
You want to go back
I was
down?
probably afraid the union was listening in.
Mommy's getting a little sore.
Locals say they have ears in the wires.
And you look sleepy. Yeah? Alright. Mommy's gonna put you down then, okay? Come here. Oh. Now you can look for stars. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
Okay. Continue.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for, if not the assault?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Okay, so Sylvie probably is.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Okay. How did they know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Can't Titus ask you to spice things up?
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Okay, thank you for telling us all this.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Have something else before we go a
She
little thing.
nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Look her in the eye.
Soft,
Yes!
light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
What?
Believe it.
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
What is her
You
plan?
can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
Which ones are effective?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Oh boy. How did this happen?
How it always does, through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do. No,
Okay, what use is this then?
it's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not? Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Don't say anything.
For a second, her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains. Still smiling, a tired smile.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Sure.
The wind brushes
I
them
failed.
off the roof. They're gone.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done?
Then why
Lie?
did she tell us?
She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
Everything that doubt my ability to see through her lies.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is
You
off
think
here.
so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Can I get this yet?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. The
Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, let's go tell Dude that we found what was behind the door.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Don't you want to know what's behind it?
Okay, What is back there?
Pinball machines.
I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Didn't check.
I was just wondering, if you found pinball machines there...
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
Thinking of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. He should still know. You have to be
I
forewarned
think I'm gonna stop
about these
shortly.
things.
Feeling a little tired. There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
Fascia in room 3, nick the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
No, his mystery solved. I don't like loose ends.
Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
Sounds like she has money tucked away somewhere. Enough to be a stable paying guest.
Yes?
That's it. How close are we to leveling again? Decent. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there for today. Not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. Possibly, possibly not. Let me see what we're doing. But anyways, thank you so much. I will catch you the next time I'm around. I will be hopefully back with like the webcam and stuff by the end of next week. But we'll see how things go. But until next time, I'll catch you guys all later. Bye everybody.